welcome into week 2 when what I'm pretty sure is the first matchup we've had against the Giants. I can't remember playing them at any point during this entire series. So first matchup against the Giants, and I don't know if you saw it in the pre-game video clips that are going, but I'm pretty sure Mike Zimmer is their head coach. So a little bit of a, not really rivalry, but a little bit of some revenge for him possibly. But of course, for him to get any revenge would mean that the Giants would need to win. So we have a very good shot of making sure that does not happen. First play here would be a run down the middle. Dalvin Cook get a gain of 3. And we'll stay out in that same formation. We saw Leach have a fantastic deep play last week for a touchdown. I want to say it was like a 57-yard snag or something. And Dyson once again starts his day off with another drop. Unfortunately, not so much of a hot start this year for Dyson. We obviously traded away Chark at the beginning of last episode to add a little bit of realism to the franchise, as we've won 3 Super Bowls in a row. Get a nice scramble there from Robinson for the first. But obviously teams that win Super Bowl after Super Bowl, or even just one, a lot of guys end up leaving to try to go to different teams to make some more money, pretty much. So we're trying to add that little bit of realism here. Dyson gets his second target catched. Be a solid gain there for another first down. I want to say it was about 12 yards. They'll mark it at 11. It's a little bit of a new formation. I haven't really ran this too often. It has Jefferson in the slot. Dyson kind of on the outside. Nice broken tackle there from Cook on Fatukosi. I think that is maybe what it said. But a solid attempt there, I would say. Only a gain of 2. Go for another pass play here. Trying to find that gap. And shouldn't have tried. That one's going to be picked off. 22 gets the INT and takes it all the way back to about midfield. That is a Dory Jackson who got the pick. And the Giants offense will take the field starting at the 47. They're led by Alfonso Hamilton. That name does sound familiar, so maybe we have played the Giants at some point. If we have, it's been a while. Now, of course, their main threat, at least in the backfield, is going to be Saquon Barkley. He's, I believe, a 94 overall in this universe, and don't you call that a defensive pass interference. Wow. I thought that was really good timing with Alex Brooks, but I guess not. I guess he hit the receiver a millisecond before the ball got there, but that looked extremely close to me, considering they were not even playing at MetLife. It's not home field advantage, but Alex Brooks gets a little revenge here. At least, yeah, that is Alex Brooks. I thought I said 30 for a second. Now, 31, Alex Brooks gets a tackle in the backfield. Be a loss of, I think, 1, maybe 2. And it is Zimmer at head coach for the New York Giants. So we'll see if he could put together any good game plan here. Alfonso Hamilton going to scramble and slide down in front of Brooks. Will be a gain of 5 to make it 3rd and manageable. And on 3rd and 6, he'll come spread out. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Saquon in the backfield. We're going to run a bit of some cover 2 from the double A gap. And nice broken tackle for Barkley. I think that was on Denzel Ward. We'll get plenty for the first down. A gain of 20 down to the 22. Now they'll go ace formation, so we'll bring out our base package, which does bring out Eldra Hilton instead of Harrison Smith. We talked about that a bit the last episode, where Harrison Smith will be the 3rd linebacker in coverage situation, so nickel, but will be 4th in terms of base kind of linebackers. And also, something mentioned, we're still having DJ Reed in slot. We do have we have a pick is what we have right now. That is not who I wanted to flip it to. And we're going to lose some yardage on that. I think it was Byron Jones on the right-hand side of me. I thought that's where Kendricks would pitch it. Instead, we go back to Keenan. Luckily, we maintain possession. But that could have been a much better play if it pitched it to the guy that I was hoping it would. But great play there from Kendricks. Jumps the route. And we'll take over back on offense. Now we'll bring out the 3 tight end set. Flanagan back in this game. He was a little shaken up the end of last episode. I believe he had a dislocated thumb, I think is what it was. But he is back now. We'll come out here under center, but we're going to run the jet sweep, see if we could get around the edge here. Safety bites in, and that might cost him with the speed of Dyson, and it will. It will be a first down, gain of 11 for Sherrod Dyson. And now we come out here, fresh set of downs. We have the release, height, and route running for Jefferson, not the speed. And we only have height advantage for Leach. So we'll see what that ends up bringing to us. Not liking what I see here. Just going to scramble, get out of bounds, gain a few. We could have pressed, took a shot deep. We did have B, who was kind of open, but the trajectory of that route was towards coverage. So took the safe play. And on 2nd and 5, same formation. Willie Johnson checks in for Dyson. That is one problem we do have with Dyson, is that his stamina is not great. We are going to get the first down, though. Nice job from Cook. Second effort will get that first down. Now with a single high safety, we'll go with a play action, see if we can get the corner to bite down. I believe that is Adoree Jackson on that side. I'm not liking what I see. Going to set my feet, go for Justin Jefferson, who does not hold on. It says number 11. I don't know who that is. The only 11 I could think of, I believe, is Paulson Adebo. And I don't think he's with the Giants, although he could possibly have been picked up from them or by them at this point-ish. Actually, yeah, it would be first year after real-life rookies. So, yeah, it makes sense. Another solid run there from Cook. We'll set up a first down here up to the 40, or down now to the 47. A few seconds remain here in the first. Going to go to the outside here. Nice pass, but not good enough hands. Dyson's struggling a little bit to start the year. And with 7 seconds left here in the first quarter, we're going to bring out Kelly. We'll go for a run down the middle. He ran this play so well for us last year. We'll get a solid gain of 5. Not too bad as the first quarter will come to an end. Game still tied, 0-0, or 0-0, however you prefer to call it. Goose eggs for all right now. On 3rd and 5. Can you show me? There we go. I want to go with a delayed cross here from Flanagan. See if we could send everyone over to one side. Instead, we're going to have wide open running room here for Robinson. We'll get forward, slide around the 22. Peppers pulled up before we even slid, so I guess Madden knew what was about to happen. And on 1st and 10, same formation, but flipping sides here. Can I bring Thurston in motion? No, I would have loved to send him to the other side and we'll run a wheel route. Instead, we'll bring all the tight ends to one side. We have Capers open. Probably could have put a little less air under that one. Would have had a bit more running space, but gets close to the first down. Not too bad for our rookie tight end. Now 1st and goal here. They do have the safety shaded just inside, so I could have checked to a, not really a streak route, but a seam route for for Flanagan. Just didn't quite think it would have lined up very well. Let's stick with the same play, but going to send Leach on a slant route. Try to see if Dyson could get around the outside. One-on-one against Jabril. Not going to bring that one in. Nice job from Peppers. And on 2nd and goal from the 10. So the most unlucky 1st and goals you could have. Still needing to get 10 yards. Try to hit the cutback lane. Power forward for about a gain of 5-6 yards. And on 3rd and goal. Going to come out in a pistol formation here. Slant routes. Right in there. Dyson holds on. Normally we let that play develop a little bit more, but that was the perfect window right in between the corner, safety, and linebacker. Dyson gets a touchdown. I want to say first of the season for him. Can't remember if he scored in the first game, but holds on to this one. Need to make sure we're working on his hands this year. And the Giants will take over now, down 7. They come out 3 tight ends, and they're going to run to the right-hand side. Saquon trying to get to the outside, but Denzel Ward, who had a fantastic game for us last week with 2 picks, 1 for a touchdown, he gets the stop here right at about the original line of scrimmage. We had quite a few picks last week. I want to say 3 or 4. I know 2 of them went to, obviously, Denzel Ward. We just talked about that. But Byron Jones also had one. And former Viking Ezra Cleveland, now for the Giants, shaken up on that play. Takes a knee after the whistle's blown. And not a good sign for Ezra. Wish him the best, but that looks like it's going to be a serious injury as he's limping into the locker room. And they'll come out now 2 tight ends and then bring the receivers in close. They're going to go for a run down the middle. Kendrick's there to get the stop. Will be about a gain of 5-ish. They'll actually get, yeah, exactly 5. So far, Saquon running decently. I wouldn't say anything spectacular, but as I say that, he might just go ahead and break one off. And, yep, trying to Henley in pursuit. Bad angle. Danielle Hunter trying to run him down. And, well, when Madden hears you talk like that, it knows exactly what to do. Saquon Barkley, straight to the house, 56 yards. Going to tie this game up 7-7. And with Saquon going off there, we're going to see if we could get the same with Dalvin Cook. Going to go for a draw play, and nope. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Definitely don't get as good of a run there as they did. Go with the play action here. They're coming out double A-gap look. Going to back the linebackers out, and they do a really good job covering downfield. Throw that back inside a little bit. Jefferson will get the catch close to the first down. I think about a yard short. And I think I just said shirt instead of short. I meant to say a yard short. 3rd and 1, run right down the middle. Good job up front. Wilds and Thurston led the way there. Great lead blocks down to the second level as well. And let's go for the fake jet sweep here. See if that possibly even gets Dyson open down the sideline. I don't feel like I ran this play very much, and that's probably why. Going to be a sack. Tavai, loss of 6 with about a second right before the 2-minute warning. So we'll just go ahead and say 2-minute warning. Now inside 2 minutes, or just at 2 minutes. We have all of our timeouts, but 2nd and 16. Got quite a bit of room to go here. Going to try to step up in the pocket. No one got open. Nice job from G. Johnson there. He saw me step up. He came crashing back. Another sack, loss of 3 will bring up 3rd and very long. And on 3rd and very long, we'll go empty set here. Capers and Flanagan both out there on the left-hand side. Looking for possibly Dyson. Capers would be second. We did not get really anything good there. Robinson very tired. We'll scamper up to about the 50, but he didn't step out of bounds. Question is, do we go for it, or do we take the safe route and punt it away? I think with where we're at right now, game tied just before halftime, safer to punt the ball away. We'll see if Hernandez can knock it down inside the 10. Good punt. Will land inside the 5. Bounce back. Good job from, I believe that's a Dory Wilcox, our rookie corner. Skies up to catch that one. We'll down him inside the 10. Refs mark the ball dead at the 7, so we'll come out double A-gap blitz here. Going to try to see if we could pressure them a little bit closer to the goal line, possibly even get a safety. That is at the goal line. And they're going to say right before he crossed over. 2nd and 16 for them with next to no space to kind of move around in the backfield. Really good job. Daniil right off the edge. No one even came close to putting a hand on him. And then he smothers, it was Alfonso Hamilton, I think is his name. Really close to a safety. We're going to bring a little bit of a blitz on the outside. Try to stuff the middle with our linemen. Going to bring Keenan down a little bit as well. And they're going to go over Saquon to the outside. He cuts back in, which he definitely should not have. He stayed on the outside. He could have possibly still been running. But we'll luckily get the stop. And it looks like they will be taking this one on into halftime unless they snap the ball with just a few seconds to spare, which they do. Danielle Hunter off the edge. No safety, but we will sack them. Make sure that they're not getting any splash play before halftime. We'll take the momentum in, though. Currently game tied 7-7. Seeing a little bit from the offenses here and there, but just in general, defense playing very well in this game. And as we take a look here at the numbers, you can definitely see defense being the primary guys here, especially in the passing game. 23 yards for them, 25 for us. Not a lot happening in the air in this game. All running for the most part. Take a look around the league. Baltimore and Bengals. Baltimore win pretty handily, 34-20. Well, it's only a 2-score advantage, but still, scoring 34 points, nothing to scoff at. Take a look at a division rival matchup here. Lions and Packers. Lions get the victory, 34-31. Not a good game for, okay, not awful actually when you look at the quarterbacks. And taking a look around the league, the rest of the games, if you want to look for your favorite team, I'm looking for the Bears. And the Bears defeat the Washington football team 31-6. So definitely need a victory here today. Otherwise, we will be tied for first with the Lions and Bears. Packers definitely sit at the bottom. And with our momentum hopefully carrying over from the first half with the 2 sacks right before halftime. Going to bring a bit of a blitz here on first down to see if we could get in there. A delayed attempt at a sack, and then ball just popped straight in the air pretty much right to Henley, who has honestly looked a little bit confused. He hesitated a little bit, luckily got back over to get the pick, and we'll start on offense at the 38. Couldn't have asked for better field position. And I love to take a shot at the end zone after an interception. Look for maybe Flanagan, would like Jefferson. It's a single high safety. I'll take that one-on-one. Toss up. Jefferson not able to hold on to it. Robinson only 4 of 10 on the day. And I definitely don't like the stack that they have over there. So let's bring Flanagan across. Try to find cutback. Was not able to cut quick enough. Nice stop there from 27. Going to be a loss of 1. Let's go with a little bit of some play action here. Flanagan will run across the bottom. We're going to get some open running space here. It was either going to be a run like that or a pass to Dyson, but Dyson pulled the corner out of the way pretty much. I think it might have even been a safety. This left wide open running room, and it's the safest way to get a first down with Robinson. Gets us down to the 26. Would like to take a shot again here to Jefferson, but going to depend on what that safety does. He stays sitting over there. They're getting a good rush. Going to need to step up. Going to go for the corner. Leach holds on to it. What a great catch. Nice scramble play from Robinson. Good accurate pass. And we're going to get a touchdown on the board. Put us up 14-7 with the made PAT. But what a good job from Robinson there. Reading the pocket. Finding the guy downfield. One just keeping his eyes downfield. Then making that accurate pass. Leach holding on to it when Peppers came crashing in. Got his feet inbounds as well. Fantastic play from the offense. Now, obviously, we knew that the trade to acquire Leach from the Bills was a really good, just overall move for us. Last year, he played so well in the slot, got a lot of touchdowns. But it's even more of, I guess, a boost to how good that trade was with the fact that he's playing so well now on the outside, really showing that diverse play for us as both games of this year, he's had a touchdown, a pretty good touchdown as well, both times with also a really good throw from Robinson. But one thing I would definitely like to see is a little bit tighter run defense here. I feel like Saquon has been able to get a good chunk on just about every rush, getting 4 to 6 yards on the short runs, another gain of 5 here on first down. And of course, Graves is primarily an interior pass rusher. He still has some run-stopping ability, but that's why we have Michael Pierce to help kind of secure that. And how did Hilton not knock that one away, if not even intercept it? Well, I guess we'll say good job, 85. That is Warner with the completion or catch. But yeah, so up front, really the pass rushers we have 3 pass rushers, and then we also have Michael Pierce, who can rush the passer, but is primarily our run stopper. Thank you, Ward, gets all the way from the other side of the field. We'll meet Saquon at the 6, take him down, keeping them out of the end zone, but we really need to shore up that run defense, especially against Saquon. And our linebackers are mostly, at this point, cover with the regression that we've seen from Kendricks, and a nice cutback from Saquon. Could have found him in the end zone, but a really solid tackle from Alex Brooks will get him down before he crosses the plane. Going to squeeze together the D-line. Going to bring a bit of a blitz and a huge hit there from Hilton on Saquon. Saquon holds on to it, but we finally force a loss on that run. And on 3rd and goal, defense trying to make us stuff here on the goal line. They have a bunch to the right, one receiver out to the left. Saquon Barkley has been checked out as awful decision there from Hamilton. Awful decision. I was just lurking across the middle there with Keenan, and he'll get an INT. That's 2 picks for our safeties on the day. And I want to say there was another one earlier. Is it 2 or 3 interceptions we've had so far today? We've had so many the first 2 episodes, I've lost track. And speaking of lost track-ish, haven't seen Nwangwu yet on the rushing game, I believe, this year. So let's get him out there. And he was so close to breaking that for a good gain. Ankle tackle came in and just tripped him up. We'll go with a play action here if it would actually just show me the play. I don't know, are my controllers breaking or what? We go for Jefferson here, see if he could run open and not able to catch that one. Only 5 of 12 through the air. The passing game struggling a bit. Rushing game definitely been the #1 kind of source of yardage for us today. They're going to need to fight for it. That one's going to be close. Holding most likely with this flag. And that's going to fall on Dalton Smith, our center. They'll either decline it, and they will decline it 4th and inches, but I'm inclined to go for it. 4th and inches. It's risky at our own 30, but Thurston, we believe in you, and he's going to get the inches and a whole lot more. Gain of 8 for our fullback, giving him a few rushes. I don't think I gave him a whole lot last year. And with the impressive play that we saw from Willie Johnson during the preseason, he actually got an upgrade that boosted his speed. So him and Dyson now both sit with 94 speed. So he'll probably get a few more of these kind of trick plays, more college-style plays like the jet sweep. So whenever Dyson needs a little bit of a breather, we definitely have trust in Willie Johnson to come out and get the job done. We have a bunch of other receivers beneath them too that have played decently well, who would like to get some playing time. And would like that thrown to the outside. Unfortunately, Robinson not as accurate on that play. I tried to have him throw it on the run to the outside, but he ends up throwing a little bit cross-body, and the defensive back ends up coming over, knocking it away. He had a good play for that defensive back. Could have been a really good play for us. But either way, we'll get the first down here, keep possession, and keep this clock rolling. We'll come out here for a delayed cross here with Flanagan. Just kidding. End of the third. We'll head into the 4th quarter. We're up 14-7. Would like to get another touchdown on the board here to help kind of seal this game up. And they'll come out 2 safeties deep here. Typically, I like to run this play with a single high safety. We'll see how it does here. Play action on 1st down. And we have a couple different options. However, none of them were extremely open. And Ojulari will get a sack, loss of 12. Robinson not too happy about the hit. Ends up shoving Ojulari, and Zimmer is loving it. And on 2nd and long here, I would like kind of a little bit of a fake with with Jefferson on a curl and then go deep, but that's not really an option. We're just going to need to check this one down to Cook. We'll get some yardage, still going to be 3rd and long. And we'll run a little bit of a gamble here. Jet sweep once again. Willie Johnson out there with his speed. Safety not down towards the line, so just have to find the one miss. And we got the miss, but he slowed us down well enough at the 47, 4th and 8. Too far to kick a field goal, but kind of a little bit too close to punt it. We'll come out here, see if we could get them to jump. If we can, then we will go for it on 4th. Or one of our own offensive linemen will jump, which I believe we just had there over on the left tackle spot. So we'll go ahead and punt this one away. And with just over 5 minutes remaining in this game, it's a 1-possession advantage for us. If they score a touchdown, game will be tied. And there's a sack. Michael Pierce going to get in there. It looked like Alfonso Hamilton tried to scramble, but he ends up just getting caught in the pocket. And we'll get a loss of 4. And now they're coming out in an empty set, so we'll check out of the original play call. We were going to bring a safety blitz. Did not like how that was kind of lined up, and that's going to be a nice chunk play to 89. Is that Tooney? Tony? Tooney? I think it's Tooney. Yes, I know the player. I was trying to figure out how to pronounce it. Either way, 1st down for the Giants, up to the 42. And that was on our 1st-year corner. For us, 1st year, but it's Byron Jones. Definitely not a young guy at this point. I want to say 32, maybe 31. At least I feel like he's around that age, at least at this point of the series. We're going to bring the double A-gap blitz here. See if Daniil can get around the edge. No, but we had a quick rush right in the middle. A broken tackle here is going to send them on their way down to the 16. Yet marked down at the 16. Hamilton, 3 interceptions on the day, but 7 of 9? That math does not add up. And now they'll come out empty set here. I'm going to take control of Henley to just try to make sure we lock up Ingram here at tight end. And it looks like they're going to scramble with And he'll pick it up. They're going to scramble with Hamilton is what I was trying to say. But then that big hit from Henley comes in, forces the ball out. At least that's the original calling. Definitely looks like the ball was out there. And then 15-8 welcomes flying in to tag him down because the quarterback, Hamilton, never got him. Safeties coming up for us in this game. 2 interceptions and the forced fumble. We'll credit the linebacker. I believe it was the linebacker who had the rush that forced the get the catch. Nope, out of bounds. Damn. But the rush that we had up front that forced the bad pass that Henley intercepted, we'll give them some credit. Go for a run here. Huge open running lane. Cook tries to get to the outside, tries to get by Peppers, does manage to get by him. Number 1 is flying in, and he will get the stop. A huge rush there from Dalvin Cook. You could see the age getting to him there, not able to take that one to the house. But that will vastly improve the numbers on the day for Dalvin Cook. And let's see if we could go for Flanagan in the corner here. Typically like to go, but they do a good job of stuffing that, and they stuff Robinson, sacked again. 2nd on the day for Ojulari, and 4 on the day, just in general for the Giants. Would really like us to block a little bit better to end the rest of this game and then continue that for the rest of the season. Try to get that over the top. Fantastic hands. Flanagan, one of the best tight ends I think I've ever drafted in a Madden series or franchise, as this is technically the first series on the channel. Those hands just perfect. That was technically a one-hand catch. Then secures it with the second. Peppers giving up at least 2 touchdowns on the day. And with just over 2 minutes remaining, up 21-7, game should be out of reach if our defense can just go ahead and lock it down here. Go with a man coverage, and that's going to be another sack to Neil Hunter, 3 on the day. That'll put our total, I believe, up to 4 as well. And that will take us inside the 2-minute warning. Going to stay out here in the man coverage, trying to make sure we have at least one guy on everybody. And they're going to go for Saquon on the outside. He tries to spin back in and actually gets good enough separation from Kendricks. But quick rush, or not really rush, but follow up from a few other Vikings will bring him down after only a short gain. Nice job. Denzel Ward came flying over to help break that one up. And that'll bring up a 4th and 6. 4th and game right now for the Giants. They need the conversion to even have the slightest glimmer of hope to make this a game, man. Nice completion. Tooney to the outside gets the completion. Denzel Ward was just a step behind. And 15 stole the INT there from Kendricks. Was looking for his 2nd of the day. Instead, they'll continue here. 2nd and 3. Run a bit of some man coverage. They get a nice break to the outside. 15 with a completion again. Makes Reed miss. Nice cut from him to the outside, and we'll get the tackle from Keenan. But they're all the way down to the 6. Going to try to bring a bit of a blitz if I could get it called in time. Going to be a delayed blitz at that. To the outside. Picked off Henley. Yes, it is. His 2nd pick of the day. 3rd forced turnover. Just snuck the feet in. Forced pass from Hamilton. That's, I believe, 4 interceptions for him on the day. Great play there from our safety. And with 31 seconds left, Giants do have 3 timeouts. We'll bring out Corey Cook to help try to run out this clock, get him some play time out there. Really nice stop from Lawrence, and they'll call their first timeout. And now we'll change it up a little bit. Instead of running to the inside, let's try to spread it a little bit. Run in between our tight ends, maybe between the tight end and tackle. Good blocking, nice broken tackle, get us forward for about a gain of 7-ish. And on 3rd and 2, same formation, Thurston out to lead the way. A 1st down ends the game. Beautiful blocking. He gets the 1st down and just about falls over. We'll take a knee, and this game is a wrap. And the whistle sounds, and we will get our 2nd victory of the day, keeping on top of the NFC North, keeping former head coach of the Vikings, Mike Zimmer, from getting any revenge, as well as a couple former other players I think were on the team. So, really good game. Obviously, first half, I don't really say first half, but just for really the entire game. Offense not firing really on all cylinders. Defense, though, definitely outplayed the offense for us today, forcing 5 turnovers. I know it was at least 4 interceptions, then I believe that one forced fumble. 3 of them all from Henley on the day. He's come a long way, and I believe it's his 2nd season, so he's playing really well, and I think he deserves to be the thumbnail of the game here. So I'll find one of those, and then we'll wrap this game up, or video up. And that is a great way to start off this last and final season. Again, if you didn't know, this is the last season. We're 2-0, so a great way to start. Washington football team will be the next episode. They just lost to, I believe it was the Bears, 31-3. So I don't foresee them being a difficult opponent, but we have the phrase any given Sunday for a reason. So make sure you're sticking around to watch the rest of this season, and make sure you're also following over on Twitter so you can vote in the polls to decide what we're going to be doing after this series wraps up, as well as the California-only Madden Fantasy Franchise Challenge. I think that's about the longest name that I've had for it. But yeah, so make sure you're following the Twitter. It's always linked down in the description. You could also just look it up, BigBearB_gaming. But yeah, a lot to wrap up here. A lot of games. We're on a good target to wrap up with a 4th consecutive Super Bowl. Fingers crossed. And of course, we have to just note 2 weeks in a row where we've had a defensive player win the player of the week. Henley this time, 3 tackles, 2 interceptions, 1 forced fumble, of which he also recovered. So fantastic start to the season for him. Defense playing pretty well. Needed to tighten up the screws a little bit on the rush defense. Offense just to get a little bit more consistent. They struggled a little bit at times today. Honestly, I think they scored. Did we have a defensive touch? I don't think we had a defensive touchdown, but definitely had some good field position thanks to the defense. So Washington football team up next. Make sure you're subscribing, hitting that bell notification to be notified of when these videos go live, and following over on Twitter. You can also check out the TikTok, also linked down below. But until next time, we'll see you guys later. Bye.